recorded live from random secret studios in Philadelphia and even the dead spaces of California.
I'm the capo. He's the prez.
And this is Sons of Ben, the pod. Gentlemen, welcome back to Sons of Ben, the pod. This is episode number 43, which can only be named after Randy the Wolfpack, Randy Wolf. There's no other 43 out there, just saying, not in Philadelphia.
First off, let's just start with the fact that Randy Wolf is top 5 greatest left-handed Phillies pitchers of all time. Fight me.
Yeah, I can only think 3 above him, so yeah, you might be right there.
Look, I am not just a member of the Wolf Pack. I was a Randy Wolf stan to the point where any single time I was playing a baseball video game as a youth, I would make sure that Randy Wolf was on my team, even if it wasn't the Phillies, and he would be the ace of my squad because his circle change would send guys to the showers.
And he is one of the founding fathers of supporters groups out there, at least in Philadelphia.
That is the most disappointing thing in the universe to me is how much the Phillies getting good actually killed the cool swag of the Phillies. Like that weird period between 1993 and 2007 where the Phillies were just either delightfully mediocre or god-awful. They had so much swag. They had the Vicente Padilla Flotilla. They had the Wolfpack. They had so much, pizzazz. And then they got good and sold out and lost their sparkle.
I'll take the good years, though. So this week's guest is, it's just us. We need a little time to rant, rave, and react to Sunday. So I'm in my studio in Philly. Adam's in his, and Devin is live from the farmlands of California. How's that out there, Devin? Is it really exciting out there? You see any Kardashians?
It's very flat. There is nothing.
No Kardashians, then.
There are no Kardashians in the part of California that I am.
Where are you exactly?
I am in the Central Valley of California.
Are you near Death Valley?
A little west of there.
Okay. Oh,
but yes,
Are you near Nevada?
I am probably closer to Nevada than I am Los Angeles. So there's that.
Oh man. Oh god, you're in Fallout New Vegas territory.
I am in desert California. I am not in nothing glamorous about
Man,
it.
Palm Springs is really nice. You take that back.
He's not near Palm Springs. Trust me.
I'm just saying, there's nice deserted California, but that's about it.
No. All right, little news. Beer the Pod, Yards, 2SP, the Lammer. Just remember to support those that support us. I think we all, well, Devin doesn't. He couldn't get any good beer out there. He's drinking a Bud Light lime or something right now because that's all he can get at in the middle of California.
I don't think does California know what beer is?
Some parts.
It seems like the part I am in,
does
the
not.
answer is no.
No.
I've been to one brewery that was very good, but other than that, any store that sells beer, they don't know what beer is.
I'm not even there to disrespect California like that. I'm sure they got some fine breweries, but it's just there's so many other industries that they do at a high level. I just didn't feel like they were oh yeah, let's also do beer. I feel like
they can do wine. They got wine.
They've got Southern California, Lagunitas, Northern California, Sierra Nevada. Anchor Steam was founded in San Francisco. So there's good stuff out there, but where Devin is, there's nothing good at all. I don't even think they have a Circle K out there. He's in Walmart country right now.
Look, I'm just assuming that wherever he is, the weed's fantastic still. So that's where I know where California.
You would not be wrong.
I know
Devin's
where California
boss is not
puts
listening,
their cash
so that's
cup
good.
in.
Yeah.
All right, before we get Devin fired, let's get into some Sons of Ben news. We got some Shield action coming up. Any questions about the Shield?
What's the Shield?
No comment. That's all we're going to say about that. Let's just say we'll talk about it after Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
Now, Adam, I don't know if you saw this week's knack coming out hot off the press. If you got your email with your Sons of Ben knack, did you see we've got the real elections are coming up? Not the stuff that happened on Tuesday, but the Sons of Ben elections. A couple names were dropped. So I'll read it off. So for president, some guy Matt Gindez. I can't. Oh, Gindazik. Yeah, me. I'm running for
Gamasei,
president.
Gamasame Matusa.
Yeah.
Gamasei, Mamasane Matusa.
Membership. Molly Such is running again, so that's good.
She wants
Now,
back in.
here's where I know brainwashing. Here's where it gets interesting. For secretary slash social media, Kirsten Morris is going against your boy Eric Yostinol.
Ho, ho, ho.
So we got a
Man.
little battle there. Now we are nonpartisan. We're not taking sides. We want everyone to do well, but we're just saying, you know. And then now you got to help me out with this for member at large slash the merch chair. Your friend of mine, John Light, and this other guy. You're gonna have to help me with his name, Devin Garcia.
The Brothers Garcia?
Yeah.
That's a
So-
deep
Who's
cut.
that guy?
Yeah, so that guy's running for member at large merch, and then for TIFO, running unopposed is Ryan Bross.
First off, can we just get Ryan just more help? I mean, we need to like have anyone run against him, but like no one went to art school in the Sons of Ben anymore. Like I see the few, the proud, the Marines here. Bross needs help. This is my solicitation as a person who's running for no office because I'm not stupid, and I legitimately.
That's a shot at you and me, Devin.
Yo, he
Yeah.
caught that. That was good. Look at the big braid on Brad.
That's right. I think Bross goes under the Michelangelo, where he just wants to paint the Sistine Chapel on his back by himself. I don't know,
Look,
but
when
we
I
should
tell-
get him some help. Like
When I tell people we have a one-man TIFO army, like they see our TIFOs and they're just like, a dude did that, like a singular human did that. Like,
oh yeah.
he's got a lot of free time. I appreciate his hustle.
So we'll try to get some help. Other news: World Cup 2026. We're gonna start
Tell us,
pimping
Councilman.
that. We're gonna pimp that out as much as we can. But if you haven't, Philadelphia2026.com. Get on it. Put your name, your email. Become one of the supporters of it to bring that sucker back to where it belongs. Especially in 2026, where it's going to be the greatest year in Philadelphia history, man. So we're trying to bring it. So just keep up to date on that. You'll get all the news, and we'll keep talking about it when we hear stuff. You guys had the beer, right?
Yeah.
The 2SP here for the beer. So I want to say thank you to Brotherly Game and Philly Voice. We got a little early press about it before it even got out in stores, so that was cool. And then Adam and I were there. Devin was busy with work. The viewing party at 2SP. That was a good time until about the 89th, 90th minute. What did you think, Adam?
Shout out to the people at 2SP. They put on a really lovely display there. It is nice to see so many different breweries really investing in the club like this, because like so many things, the efforts of the union is a grassroots effort. The union's inception as a whole is a grassroots effort. Just to see so many local, like grassroots kind of beer breweries working with us, love it. Look, man. Do we have to talk about this? We could talk about it. I'll talk about it if you want.
We'll get
I'm
into
not
that.
excited to talk about it, but shout out to 2SP. That was a really good time.
I tell you what, the
and
viewing
beer was
party, they did a great job. They spread everybody out in the actual brewery with a roll down screen projector. Then we actually brought in our friends at Philly Yard Bar. So Devin, we had a trailer that became a bar in the back. So in the back of the brewery had another more outdoor area, and they had so many people due to capacity that they had to put people in the front tasting room to watch the game too. So yeah, it was a good time. It was just not the result we wanted. But speaking of, on Sunday viewing parties, Larimer, Kildare's Westchester, Zed's in South Jersey, South House in South Philly, and 2SP is going to be doing $3 beers for your pregame needs before you go down to the game on Sunday. All that information's in the NAC, so take a look at it. And then two last things in our news. One, Drunken Union Zoom, Friday, 7:30. Adam, you think they got anything to talk about this Friday?
Here's the thing. I actually think everyone's just so worn out by life. It probably won't even be discussed that much. I honestly believe they'll just talk about Among Us and like other just bullshit. My favorite type of bullshit, like Friday night 2 a.m. Jersey discussion. Like I'm here for that kind of stuff because like man, I like we'll get into it, but ultimately I think we'll have a very nice Friday night chat with the boys and girls.
I'm staying
I,
away
I
from
may
it.
make an appearance from my California hotel room.
He'll be eating lunch.
Yes.
He'll literally be consuming his afternoon caprese. Like he's just like, look, man.
That
By
should
the-
be happy hour out there. What? You're not going to go to Walmart with a
Oh,
six
It's like
pack
it's
and
perfect
it's
time.
4
Perfect time.
p.m. We start at 7:30. That's like. By the way, I always loved that as a kid. Whenever a West Coast team would come out here, because I'm one of those geography nerds like that. So I always be like, so like the Lakers are on at like 4 in the afternoon right now in LA. Like it's just like they're driving home from work, and it's like, yep, Kobe. Like what?
Watching the Eagles Sunday night football game at like 7 o'clock, or
No,
not earlier than that. I'm sorry, 5 o'clock.
no, you're
I will
watching.
tell you, Monday Night Football when you're in California is awesome because it's happy hour. You can watch the whole damn game
That
and still
sounds
get a good
amazing.
night's sleep.
Yeah,
Like some of that stuff.
yeah.
Now, granted, the 1 o'clock game is some crap to get up early for, but
Kegs and
Yeah.
eggs.
I guess we're used to that now by being Premier League fans. So we're like, oh yeah, wake up at 9 in the morning
Well-
and drink a beer. Why not?
The problem I have
9?
is there's games starting at 4 a.m. here. I got 4 a.m. European games starting.
Yeah, you got to get some like old school
ecstasy.
ecstasy and stay up
Well.
all night to watch Tottenham.
Apparently, neither of you gentlemen are J League or A League fans. Or I'm telling you, where I got to get up at 1:30 a.m. just to get some Wellington A League action here. Come on, kids.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
Shout out to Hiroshima in the J League. That's my squad.
Devin, you got any SOB Discord action news, or has it been quiet
Well,
on the
I'll
Western
say-
Front?
As expected, nobody got the predictions this week.
Oh,
so-
they were going to get disbanded if they were going to
I
get
actually
punished.
really wanted someone to get this right because I want them to just be like, yay. Like,
Well,
like,
There's a couple.
Joe Tanzi did predict the Union were going to lose, and I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. Like, he's banned for a while.
I mean, look, man, look. I was very curious. Are we talking about it now? Is this what
Well,
we're doing now?
We are. The Columbus
All right,
game.
is it now? Okay.
It's
all
now.
right.
Go.
Okay. I was very curious to see what Joe Bendick would do. And like he had some moments where I was like, okay, good. And then he let in like 2 really soft goals and we lost the game. Now. Like many situations, I also feel like the Union should have scored some goals. And that would have made Joe Bendick's job a little easier. But I understand that Columbus had Superman in their net. Because the man...
That is a little harsh saying 2 soft goals. I'll take 1 soft goal.
No. Okay,
2
so here's...
soft goals? I
okay.
don't know.
As a
I mean,
person...
here's what I'm going to say. If you go Bednick versus Blake, does Blake stop those 2?
He'll stop 1.
He definitely gets the second. I think he gets that first one too.
So here's my take on that real quick. And Devin, you can answer that question. I'm sorry to cut you off. What do you believe on that? Do you believe that he gets the first one?
I think he gets the second one. The first one, see, those are the type of saves that like Blake constantly makes. Those like crazy acrobatic saves, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that he would have saved that. But that being said, it was a well taken shot. It wasn't a bad goal or anything like that.
And I think Adam will get to this, but I don't put this all on Bednick because we had shots on goal. We just didn't make any shots on goal. Now give Room all the credit in the world. He was Andre Blake that day. This
Totally
is the first
deserved.
time I felt like we were playing against Andre Blake. I was like, oh shit. But
He's a very good goalie in his own respect.
yeah.
So like this isn't completely out of the realm of him as a keeper. There's a reason why Columbus is a good soccer club. They're not.
I mean,
it's not a fluke.
After that game, 18 goals in this year. That's it. 18. We got 1. So, but we should have had more. Like
Of course. Here's the thing about it. And here's how I break it down. I played goalie for the last 3 years of my high school career and 1 year while I was in boarding school. This in no way makes me an expert on it. It just makes me a person who has lived this kind of experience before. And the thing about it for me was the thing that makes Andre Blake so elite in so many ways is not only just his ability to his reflexes, which his reflexes are up there, they're a 99, but his positioning. The positioning that Andre Blake does time after time, he's always in the right spot to make the save. You're very rarely looking at Andre and you're just like, how, like, he's very rarely completely out of position. Last year we had 6 or 7 incidences where you're just like, why are you spilling this rebound? Why are you leaving these guys? Why are you completely off the line? We've had virtually 0 of these egregious moments that we saw last year. It is the Andre Blake that everyone expected. If he doesn't get hurt, he's keeper of the year. So
he still should be keeper of the year.
He is. I mean, here's the thing. He's definitely a finalist. He's definitely going to be in the top 3. And if he gets it, he should. But it's
he
just
should
like,
be the MVP running too.
He would definitely be the Union's #1 MVP candidate. But it's just like, you have this scenario where I looked at the Bendick goals, and by no means do I believe that Joe Bendick's a bad goalie. It just looked like on both of those goals, it was just like your positioning would have made a lot of difference there in that moment. The way that he was trying to direct the players on the cross that he got beat at for the second goal, his footwork wasn't there. His feet weren't moving quick enough, in my opinion. And I hate to say this stuff because I know how difficult it is to be, trying to react, trying to direct traffic at the same time. I'm nowhere saying I'm like at his level. He's an infinitely better goalie than I ever was and will ever hope to be, but it's still, you can see characteristics in it. And it's just Andre Blake with his positioning. I'm not sure. Look, he might have let the first goal in. I think there's a 80% better chance that he stops it.
I think he gets that 8 out of 10 times he makes that save.
And here's the thing, that might not have been the only shot. Like, I don't believe you're going to hold Columbus scoreless, but like, look, and we can also talk about the fact that we played Columbus twice in Columbus and never came to Philadelphia once. There's 5 levels of this, but that's a game that if you're really going to be honest with yourself, you expect to lose coming into it. You want to use all the momentum in the world that you have because you have the best record, you have the points per game, and once points got eliminated, but that was the thing you were leading in once upon a time. But Columbus is not easy. Nope. When you coming in, like, Columbus is still a top 4 team, even coming out of that. So you expect to probably take an L there if you're going to take an L anywhere. It's like, this is not, away at Montreal or some stuff. This is an actual tough opponent in a stadium where they get their own fans in it too. It's not one of these isolated galleries. This is the actual best case scenario soccer experience you can have right now. That being said, and it sucks that you have to play the Revs again, but you should take care of business at home. And shout outs to Orlando City, because they kind of pushed us in a really nice direction. I'm here for the Lions. Shout outs to Orlando City.
So, yeah, I mean, let me go back to one point. I want people to, get off the ledge. This is the second loss in 8 games. We're okay, But then, Adam, you did mention Wednesday night, Orlando versus Columbus. What happened again? What does that mean for us?
So we're probably gonna get monetized. We don't even make any money out of this. Des Boston, les hommes et les quips, the champions. So it's German.
Why are there dogs
French,
barking in my neighborhood right now?
There's German, French, and English in that song. I found that out. Yeah, they're all 3 languages in all of those lyrics. We're going to the Champions League, and here's the thing. It's the most Philly way ever, because it happens when we don't play, during an election, so no one's paying attention, in the middle of the night. And it's like, and the team can't even tell you. You have to wait for Jonathan Tannenwald, the stalwart lighthouse of knowledge of Philadelphia sports, to be like, yes, this is correct.
Thing.
Now, Adam, let me explain something. Devin, the Champions League is when you're a top 4 team and you get to play other champions. This isn't Europa. Sorry. This is a different Champions League.
Okay, I'm so confused.
That was a roundabout
I can
joke,
understand why he was
and I'm
explaining
still
Champions
here
League to me
for it.
like I was a child, and I'm like,
Look, it's been a long time since you've seen it, Devin. I'm sure it's hurt you. You know that final you had 2 years ago and all. No, I'm hype for multiple reasons.
Fire up the Jet J. We're going international.
No, like, look, man, and finally, the Bimbo logo will not be chastised in another nation. Like, they'll actually be like, that's fine. We are much used to this. We have the bread all the time. Look, man, this is, as a Union fan, I think we're all just sitting around and look, we can say we don't want to jinx anything, and I don't think any of us truly have the power to do so. I'm not one of those types of people, but it's just like, look, I would really like a supporter shield. I'd really like something to put in the mantle, something we could put in the trophy case or just in the fictitious trophy case. Just something that you could tangibly say the Union have accomplished blank. That'd be really great. But just the fact that this club is here.
exactly. At the beginning of the season, obviously before COVID, but at the beginning of the season, if you would have told us that we had a Champions League spot and home field advantage in the playoffs, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Listen. I'll take it a step further. You tell me that we were actually in consideration for the supporter shield. I've said it before. I've attended ISC meetings for 4 or 5 years. They always have like this, hey, do you want to be on the Supporter Shield Foundation? No, I've got no interest in that. Why is that? Because my team's never going to be in it. We can win a U.S. Open Cup. Maybe we can like backdoor MLS Cup. I believe in that. But I never thought, with the LAs of the world, the big money Atlantas of the world, that the Philadelphia Union would be even in contention for it, sniffing it. So, like, you told me that beginning of the year, I'd be like, you're high on whatever Adam smokes. Get the hell out of it. So, no, the season has been...
Weren't we in first place for like 20 weeks last season?
Yes, but the West was there was still two.
Oh
teams
yeah,
ahead of the
LAFC
West.
had a 45-point lead. I forgot about that. Never mind.
That's why I've never, been like, okay.
I authentically forgot about that.
This season has been the one shining moment in 2020. So,
But look, man, but we've been new. Like, let's be real with ourselves. If we this is it's always fun to do the Hoosiers thing and to be giddy and to be like, how the hell did we get here? Like, Air Bud got us to the finals and shit. But we saw how good this team was last year. We saw what the potential was, and we saw them pre-COVID. If you can throw out the FC Dallas game, because the first game of the season on the road is always just a crapshoot. But you saw what they did against LA. You saw the momentum you had. This team was ready to do something. And by the time, and I told this on the Post and Pints podcast, I said by the time they got through the MLS's back tournament, I said to myself, this team is capable of doing anything. And by halfway through this, whatever second half of the season was, I was like, this team is going to win MLS Cup. And it's like, look, everything is contingent on us getting our magnificent goalie back. But if we do and he's healthy and he can compete at a high level, I still tangibly believe the Union are going to win MLS Cup. This team is as good as it looks. What is in front of us is actually authentically as good as this team is. This is not a mirage. This is a well-constructed team from the ground up, from the goalie all the way to the top.
And we keep saying it, and there's depth. We've always had that, we love our 11, but if this, that, and the other happens... This year has been proven. We've got so many guys that have gotten nicks, knocks, red cards, sent to Venezuela, get the COVID, but they haven't dropped off at all. So that's one of those teams that I go, man, in a playoff run, we good. Because in the past, we get one guy hurt, maybe some guy that's now on Fox News or Fox Sports, he gets hurt and we done. But now... it's next man up, and the squad's deep. Adam, speaking of deep, maybe because you're from... Wait.
Oh, God.
Where are you from again? What city?
I am from the greatest hometown in America. It is called the Wayne, Pennsylvania.
Sorry, I had a drink because that's part of the drinking game. But have you heard? And I mean, we're just gonna real quick. I'm hearing rumors that it might get a little icy in between the goalposts on Sunday. Have you heard that from your hometown?
Look, man, the reports out of the crown jewel of the main line, Wayne, Pennsylvania, have been excited. We haven't been this excited for athletic accomplishment since the great Lisa Raymond won Wimbledon. You know, we have a fine collection of citizens who are hyped to see this Ivy League educated gentleman take home a title for his hometown.
Again, just rumors, but that's what we hear. I don't want to give Bruce Arena any tips. Speaking of guys, New England comes back to Subaru Park for the 15th, 16th time, I think. What are we thinking?
Can we talk about this little entanglement that we're in right now? And thank you, Jada Pinkett Smith, for making the word entanglement a major mainstream word again. I appreciate that. So do you know who's going to possibly help us in our quest for S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Is it Salzburg?
Yes.
Leipzig?
But their baby club. Like their baby club. But so here's the
Harrison, New Jersey men's glee club that likes to enjoy soccer.
First off, I'm sure they sound magnificent. Secondly, I really want to stress this. I've learned this phrase from Austin Powers 2? Maybe the first one. Quid pro quo.
Get in my belly?
No, that was second one. Fat Bastard is iconic. No. Quid pro quo, Mr. Powers. Yes. Squid pro, Dr. Evil. Yes. If the New York Red Bulls take care of Toronto, then the Union's result tangibly won't matter because they will win the Supporters' Shield. Now, on the flip side of that, if the Union take care of the New England Revolution, the New York Red Bulls will leapfrog the 7th spot into the 6th spot, and they won't have to do one of the play-in games. So, for a weird moment, we're all Red Bull fans, and Red Bull fans, we're all Union fans.
Man, I feel icky even thinking about this. Just icky. That's the only word I can think of right now. It's like, ugh, I'm going to shower after the pod, but, that's fine.
My enemy of my enemy is my friend for at least 45 to 90 minutes.
Yeah, 90 minutes, exactly. So, Devin, will you be watching Adam and I on ABC when you're out in California?
I will be watching them from Yosemite, actually. I'm going up to Yosemite on Sunday. So
oh my God, if you get a signal... You imagine ESPN Plus on your damn phone in a national park?
We'll see. I might actually go up tomorrow just for that fact. I want to be able to make sure I can actually watch the game.
Just send a carrier condor. They'll do probably quicker play-by-play for you than anything you're going to get at Yosemite.
Here's a special note to Devin's boss. He really is working hard.
Yeah. Going all the way up to Yosemite. It's going to be a real fun time. It's going to be a blast.
I'm doing work at some point.
Now, do we want to get into predictions? Or
No, we're not doing that this time. Look, man, I'm gonna put my foot down on this one. No predictions. We all know what we want to happen. Let's just not even muck it up with the ideas of like how we think it's gonna happen. However, the result is, as long as we're dancing at the end of all the minutes, that's all I care about.
That's all I want to hear.
Here's my thing.
Oh my God! Please shut up, Devin.
Oh man,
please shut up, Devin.
Like bury you in Yosemite.
Devin, can I throw a beer 3,212 miles? Can I? Because this is a 32-ounce beer. This will do some damage, Devin. I swear I will.
No, I just wanted to say, like, the only scratches they have is Andre Blake and Matt Real. They have they got Brujo coming back. They have a full team. It's not like they have, 3 guys that are injured and that they're struggling right now. They have the team. They have all of their resources. So I'm not gonna jinx anything. I'm not gonna predict anything. I'm just saying that like this is the moment that we have waited for so long.
Exactly 13 years for Sons of Ben members, 11 years for the team, but who's counting time,
Here,
The tides are in our favor for once.
but here's the thing: if we just like in the 2001 NBA Finals, the path for the 76ers victory was the sacrificial lamb that was Matt Geiger, which is having him spear Shaq in the knees and take him out. Doesn't matter. He gets suspended for the rest of the series. We won't need him. Dikembe Mutombo who ran roughshod over whomever they put as replacement, and the Sixers win the finals. I need one member of the union. Where Warren, maybe this is you. I don't. Can we use sexy season now for this one moment? Just take Buchanan out. He's the only one in New England that ever does anything to us, and I'm just saying, if you just take Buchanan out, we're going to get the shield. So just like, look, man, just like here's like not a bad one, just maybe a little spike to the calf there. No, just a little spike, calf spike.
Poke him in the eye that he pokes you back, 2 red cards, something like that.
Look. Who was a really good instigator of fights on the Flyers? Riley Cote. Just pull some shenanigans. Be Travis Konecny. Just be an asshole for like 4. Like, goad the man into a red card. I want you to goad the man into a red card. So
you want to talk about bad takes.
Jim Curtin's looking through his playbook like, oh, we have the Adam Booth Philly play right here.
Yes.
Yeah, go kick him in the shins and see if he fights you.
Just because here's the thing, it's soccer. If you get a little knack in soccer, you're going to want to be taken out for 12 weeks. Look, man, the Chicago Fire died on my pitch like a week and a half ago. I saw 4 members of their team pass on to the next realm and then somehow be resurrected and then running up and down the field. Like, one of them, I swear, there was a sniper on the Commodore Barry Bridge and he took him out from long range. I saw the red dot and I was like, get down, and he couldn't. He was done.
The funniest moment is when one of their players was on the sideline, like arguing because he couldn't get back in the game after he was injured and had to be taken out. And it's like, well, don't fucking dive.
I thought you
have to do this.
I yelled in the megaphone. I thought you died though. How are you? You're mad you can't get into the game. How are you walking? Are you happy you have the ability to use your limbs? Like, are you excited? I thought you paralyzed yourself. What happened?
Yeah, that was. And then he got mad. He had to change his shirt because there was blood on it. Oh my god! He probably popped a pimple.
I have watched soccer shithousery for a very long time. I'm a Union fan. We used to win entire matches on shithousery alone. It was like the New Jersey Devils just being like, 1 goal, and then we're just going to play 10 back. Jose Mourinho the hell out of this at Chelsea. We're just going to do nothing. Shannon Williams is just going to be an asshole for 12 hours. This is how we're going to win this game. But to watch every member of the Chicago Fire literally take dives, like just fall on the ground like weights were in their pocket, was just so sad. So sad.
All right, to wrap up some Union news. I guess we just want to congrats to Mr. Colin. Apparently they're expecting a baby, which is maybe the 5th, 6th Academy product that's coming out of the Union this year. I mean, we've got it's like a baby factory coming out of Unionville since what, February?
Is this enough for a sitcom now? Like I feel like we have enough representation here where we can just like Union babies like replaces Muppet Babies on like Nick Jr. We can make something work here. There's money to be had in this collection of European Americans.
Well, who do we get?
I promise you, Adam, I have watched enough Nick Jr. to know that Muppet Babies is no longer a thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Resurrect it, live action, Union babies, here for it. Talk to me
Do we
via
get-
com.
Do we get Jim Ernst to maybe Tim McDermott to redo Three Men and a Baby, and they have to like babysit each kid at different times?
Look, man, I'm just gonna say this right now. If I don't know who's gonna be in charge of U.S. soccer moving forward, but they're gonna be so happy the Philadelphia Union exists because if it's not from the organic academy that we already have as producing U.S. talent, it's gonna be from the fact that half of these Union players are like making children who are going to be Americans because they're born on this soil, and on the off chance they're not good enough for Poland or Germany, we'd be like, hey, how about the good old U.S. of A?
Listen, there's one thing I learned in the pandemic. It was hard to get toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and I guess condoms. I don't know.
I mean, apparently no one was using the condom. I don't know if you know how babies work, Matt, but Trojan wasn't making it. Trojan was making no money on these people. No, there should have been abundance. They were like, no one's using these. We're just making kids now. It's medieval times. It's a famine. Let's make children.
Now, Devin, did you see our man Savage Jim Curtin's quote?
I did see this one. I did.
This was. I hope you've got the edit button, but just somebody goes.
Devin
Hey,
already
Jim.
dropped the F-bomb, so I don't even know what we're doing.
Oh no, Jim. How do you feel about the Columbus game? And he said. And that's all I have to say about that.
I love how Jim shouted out the pod. That's dope.
Man, Jim,
I mean, but
just
just
not happy about that. So I guess we just have some other news, and then we can wrap it up. Guys, international call-ups. Abrujo, Jamiro, Mbaizo. Who else? Is it just them? What's going on? Are we really going to lose these guys right before playoffs? Like, what have you guys been reading, and how do you feel about it?
Devin.
All right. This is going to be tough to say, and I don't know that I want to say it.
Oh my, controversial Devin. Here we go.
So, like Brujo, for example, comes back, and now because he's healthy, he now has to go to Venezuela on Monday. We get him back for this game, a game that we need to win. I think I'd rather have them back for this game and win this game, and then whatever happens in the playoffs happens in the playoffs. But I want to win this game. I think this game could potentially mean more than the playoffs. So we already have the Champions League spot. We win this game. We get some silverware. It's not going to be a bad season. It's not going to be the season's not going to be a bad season because we won the Supporter Shield and didn't win anything in the playoffs. We win the Supporter Shield with these guys back.
Adam, you want me to go and then you go?
Go for it, my friend.
I'm going to say with those three guys, I hope we can take it case by case. Venezuela, no. You had them one time. You didn't use them. Suck it. No, we're keeping them. And then everybody else, it's like, all right, how much does this matter to that team's chances? And how much is this person going to play? And is it worth it for that? I hate to see anybody not be able to go and represent their country. But we saw it, where we lost a player, and then he came back and didn't get to play.
Yeah, but that's about building rapport with his national team and the coach and stuff. I mean, once he gets there and they see what he can do for a couple like one camp, maybe two camps, you never know. I mean,
I
that's
get
just
it.
kinda
I
how
gotta
those
agree
things
with
go.
Devin here.
If he's got to listen, if they're not going to be used and not play, no, this means something. Like they get real hardware, then they've got a reputation for coming back to their team. Man, it's a case by case. I wouldn't be angry if any of them wanted to go. I'd understand it, but I hope they're like, nope, we're good. We want to finish what we're doing here, and we'll see you in the off season.
See, the thing is, he gets to go and practice with Venezuela, and that's, I mean, even just practicing and being in the squad for a game, like that's an experience. And like, you got to understand, Venezuela is not, Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, they're a they have some really good players. He's not going to be able to just crack the lineup in like one camp and just be, their guy. It's going to take a little bit of time. And so I still think that him going and being with the team is still beneficial to him.
I'm not convinced. Adam, are you?
Okay, so here's how this is. I'm okay with Martinez going back to Venezuela if it's going to help him further his career, because you need him happy. And that's the one thing. This isn't video games. You need these people happy. So if he's going to be unhappy by not getting this opportunity, then I don't want a grumpy individual trying to play playoffs in me. I'd rather have a person who will come back at a later stage in the playoffs or whatever, how we can ever make it happen, than a person who is like, you kept me here against my will when I could have furthered my career this way. Especially when he's probably getting more eyes on him now than he's ever gotten in his career. So that's my take on it. However, the union want to handle that is up to them, and I will, support it regardless, obviously. FIFA's stupid. This is so stupid. This is the dumbest thing I can possibly think about. Globally, corona cases are growing up by exponential numbers, not casual small amounts of numbers. Exponential amount of numbers are going up. The United States hit 100,000 cases in a single day yesterday, something Dr. Fauci eventually told us we were going to have happen anyway. And the fact that they want to do anything that resembles international soccer right now sounds like the most egregiously stupid shit in the known universe. That being said, this gives an opportunity for other players in the union to get in. I've liked having Jake Elliott play the 8 occasionally. He's been interesting. He does have the athleticism for it. He brings an extra bit of size and defensive stability that I didn't necessarily know from it. And we know he's not going to get 15 yellow cards in the course of his time. If any benefit for Martinez being out of town, it'd be the fact that he's just not going to get another yellow card in the first round of the playoffs. I like the idea that Fontana is probably going to easily slot in where Montero would be, because Fontana, by all amounts of the measurements of what you would assume would get a person into a starting lineup, has deserved to be in a starting lineup of some capacity. So I'm excited to see if he fills in for the void, what he will do, especially in this moment, because look, Aronson already got the looks. We already know what's happening with McKenzie. This is the time for Fontana to be like, hi, world, you got a little bit of a taste. Here's the whole pie, And if you give him an opportunity on a nationally televised game where we're the only thing to watch in Philadelphia at the time, he's going to snatch it. And moving forward, all these playoff games, I love it. So here's the thing. Yeah, it sucks. But this is what you were talking about earlier, Matthew. You were talking about depth. You were talking about the fact that this team has more depth than we've ever had in Union history. And that's because of the academy, that's because of Ernst, and that's because of you have a level of Jim Curtin who helped create a vision that gave you all of these players that were basically almost redundant upon each other. And that's no slight on any of them. That just means all of them are hyper talented. Your backups could start most places.
Hence why Keegan Rosenberry and Austin Trusty are starting for Colorado right now.
But hey, look, you have a beautiful setup. You're primed. Win the thing.
I think the only thing I'm going to say is Philadelphia Union fans, just get used to this, because that's the price of being good, is that your players will get caught up to their respective countries, and then we're going to have the other people, like you said, the depth fill in. So hopefully, they go and we're later in the playoffs and it doesn't hurt us, but we'll see. Now, guys, a little Premier League news. Adam, Christian Pulisic is out for weeks, days, minutes, seconds. I'm confused, but I think he's back, though.
I mean, This is a cocky Chelsea fan right now. Hi. I think we'll be okay. Just let him sit for a while. That's the reason why you
Is
got.
it time to start getting worried about his injury proneness?
It was time to get worried 2 years ago. We all knew.
Well-
Yeah. No. Yes. When he was at Borussia Dortmund, we should have yes. Christian Pulisic has an injury thing.
Listen,
And we
a
know
lot
it.
of guys that are fast twitch muscle, quick guys, the Deshaun Jacksons of the world, are gonna have those hammy problems, and it's not unusual. I don't think he's injury prone, meaning like, oh, he's got a bad knee and he's always gonna go out. But yeah,
No, he's
gonna
got a
get nicked.
bad hammy and he's always going to go
Yeah.
out. Like it's like Steph Curry's bad ankles. Steph
Right.
Curry
But-
is always going to be out for a part of a season because he's got porcelain ankles. It happens.
Yeah. But I think, teams will learn how to manage it. He'll learn to manage it as, none of this is like, oh, this is a bad rotator cuff. This is an ACL that he's never going to come back from. This is just something that nutrition, hydration, and training, and he'll be okay. I mean, I'm more worried about our U.S. national team trying to run him into the ground for a meaningless freaking game where he should be resting to do what he's supposed to do. But,
Is he the best player at Chelsea?
no.
Who's the best player at Chelsea?
No, no, he's not the best player.
Who's the best player at Chelsea?
I mean, Timo Werner.
Is it better than Christian Pulisic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Kai might be. I mean, it's hard. That team is so young and so new. Pulisic might have the most swag behind his name because he's American and flashy, but what has he done in the Premier League?
A lot.
He's
I
had
mean, like
eight
not
good-
a
he's had
lot,
eight
but a
good
lot.
games. I mean, yeah.
But like those games though, like it's one of those things where it's like Jordan Reed with like the Washington Redskins. Like he keeps getting hurt all the time, but like Jesus, the 12 times he plays though, you're just like, well, this guy is the reason why they've kept him for 12 years on there.
Who do you think Frank Lampard likes more, Pulisic or Mason Mount?
Mason Mount, he has a hard on for Mason Mount.
Yeah,
Like it's just,
so-
but it's the most obvious hard on. Englishman. You wanna. The Premier League doesn't have Englishmen in it anymore, so they're just like, hey.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's Pulisic. Like, listen, obviously, Chelsea fan, an American. I live in Pennsylvania. Love the guy. I hope he does well. But let's calm it down. He's had 10 really good games in the Premier League, and that's been about it.
Yeah,
So-
that being said, he's the best U.S. men's national team player
Without a doubt.
currently.
Is he the most talented
So-
But is
person?
Gio going to be the best at 17?
Gio has the potential in 3
Yeah.
years to be past where Pulisic
Yeah.
is.
All right? So
But-
is Pulisic the
but-
most talented person at Chelsea?
Oh, that's hard, man, because there's so much. I mean, Jesus, like there's so much talent on that squad that and it's so young. Ooh.
Christian Pulisic reminds me of like Allen Iverson in his early years, where I'm just like, yeah, he's going to be susceptible to all these injuries, but like when he is at his peak, I don't know anyone else who can do that shit on Chelsea's roster. To hit like peak Christian Pulisic,
think
I don't know
that
anyone else in that
other
roster can do all
players-
of that.
See, the thing is, I don't think Chelsea is like dying because they're missing Christian
No,
Pulisic.
I'll be the
They're not.
first person to
It's-
tell you they'll be fine without Christian Pulisic. That's why you spent $220 million in your offseason to get 6 people to go
Yes.
up top.
Yes.
And you didn't even mention Olivier Giroud. So, like, you'll be okay getting goals. That's not the problem. I'm just saying, like, and I'm not even trying to hype Christian Pulisic up. This is an actual deep down philosophical, maybe not philosophical, but this is a deep down question about the quality of Christian Pulisic versus the rest of his teammates. If you put him out there, is he right now, the most talented player at Chelsea?
I think he's got the highest ceiling. I don't know if he's the most proven talent.
No,
And
not
here's the
proven.
thing.
No.
Would you want Eden Hazard right now or Pulisic on that team?
Current Hazard,
Current.
like Madrid
Wow.
Hazard, like that cannoli of a human.
Well, what he could bring or was bringing to Chelsea.
Oh,
versus
Chelsea
Pulisic,
Hazard?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Chelsea Hazard. Yeah, but
I mean,
I'm not saying
that's the measuring
It's not
stick.
a giant. It's not
Yeah.
a giant gap.
yeah,
because-
like you're valuing potential over performance right now, and Pulisic's potential is through the roof, no doubt. But The performance.
Yeah. No, I would say you are correct, but I would say it's like 70-30.
Yeah.
Because
Now,
I
here's
have
the bigger
full
question.
evidence.
Now, here's the biggest question, though, Adam. Is Alex Morgan the best player in all of Tottenham?
That's not even up for debate. First off, it's Morgan, Son, already Gareth Bale again. Gareth Bale has already gone back up. That goal he had was sensational.
Has not dropped off.
Now, who's got better hair, Alex Morgan?
Look, Harry Kane's having a Casper Shabilko season over here. I don't want to point it out, but boys, he's only getting assists now.
No.
Gorgeous.
He scored today. He scored today.
Gorgeous.
I don't want
against what Little Sisters of the Poor, the Premier League, did you play against?
Wait. Tottenham played today. What did they play?
Who did they play?
What did they play? Was this a friendly?
Were you at the Europa? Opa? Actually, how is the Opa?
Anyway, all right. I'm gonna blow past that. So real quick, can we talk about the U.S. men's national team and that roster being announced and the friendlies they got coming up? Because it's the first time that this U.S. team, A, looks as good, and B, has been forced to play all European players. And for the longest time, we have all these MLS players sprinkled in, but these European players are looking very good.
They're not good.
No, don't tell me that. Come on.
No, they're not good. Look, man.
They're not good.
Look, man.
Why are they not good?
I love
Why are they not
because they need to get picked up after the game. Like half of this roster needs a card to drink in 80% of the countries they're going to play in. And here's the thing.
So they're young, and that's why you're telling me they're not good.
It's just. Look, I don't need Michael Bradley to show up here for no particular reason. I don't need DeMarcus Beasley, but I'm just like, we're throwing a bunch of kids out there. And it's just like, they're not good enough yet. They're not, look, you got to grow this thing, right? And it's just like, like we're talking about Pulisic. There's all the talent, the potential of the world. But we just said Christian Pulisic is the best player on the U.S. national team, right?
Well, that's because he's the oldest on this squad.
Boom! All right, thank you. I'm out.
Well, okay.
Mic drop.
Well, he has a whole tier of players coming up that are have the potential to like McKinney has the potential to surpass him. Dest has the potential to surpass him if he hasn't already. Dest has been.
This has been a really hype U23 squad.
If
I would have been really hype if this was
Serginho Dest has went to Barcelona and not missed a step at all.
This is our first team. Devin, you're talking about our first team for the United States of America is a bunch of kids that are literally kids I could have babysat.
This team would have won gold in Japan, though.
Maybe. I'm going to fight everybody. Look, man, Yankee Doodle Dandy is what I am. I am a proud American. I'm going to tell you this right now. Other peoples have Ronaldos. There are Ronaldos. There are Kylian Mbappe's. There are Messi's out there.
Yes, of
and
course.
we're not ready. We're not ready.
Adam, you forget. Ronaldo is not allowed within 32 feet of these young kids. So he can't play. So we're going to be fine.
I hate everybody. Look, I'm going to tell you.
I'm not comparing the U.S. team to France.
We're not ready for. Are we ready for Mexico? Are we ready for Mexico?
Yes.
Why? It's a friendly.
What tells you we're ready for Mexico?
So we're getting these guys experience. That's all. I'm excited to see that.
Tell me this is not this. If the U.S. had to go to a World Cup tomorrow, is this not the roster?
In 2026, it is.
Yes.
All right. So,
Philadelphia2026.com.
So we are primed for 2026. Don't even get me started.
Okay.
2026. All these kids are going to be in their prime.
All right.
So don't even get me started.
So I missed Jordan Morrison. Is he on this roster? Did I miss him on this one?
No, it's all.
No.
It's all Euros.
So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get Jordan Morrison's going to add to this roster. You'll probably get a Josie Altidore because he's still your best number 9. Regardless of whatever anybody says right now, you
got Josh Sargent, Conrad.
Josh Sargent is 5 feet 6.5. He's he will get eaten alive by any center back of a European at a high stature. Legitimate. I love him, but no. Anyway.
This is the most anti-American I've ever heard Adam since he told Sebastian Latou that Rocky was fake.
That's not even anti-American. I like facts. I'm facts over feelings here, people. No, but seriously, legitimately, I love this team, and I think they're going to be really good, but they're not good right now.
No, but it's a friendly. That's why I'm glad. I'm glad he picked who he picked for two reasons: the travel.
Who's captain?
Thank God, Pulisic, Captain America.
Oh, okay, that's right. Sorry, I keep forgetting Pulisic's in it because I just assume he's hurt because I'm a Chelsea fan.
Because he can drink legally, I know. But no, so I'm happy that, he picked this team that they're in Europe and they're going, so people don't have to travel from America across the world for this. And two, it's a friendly. This is how you get the kids experience.
Then why didn't he call Brendan?
This doesn't mean shit, so that's fine. I'm excited to see it because I want to see the kids develop.
You didn't call Brendan. Yeah, it's all European.
Yeah,
no
I didn't want them to steal
Mark.
any of our people.
All right, so is Canada as good as this team? Let's talk about that real quick. Could Canada compete with the current U.S. national team?
No, they got a world class left back.
They got a couple guys.
And then they got some players.
They got a couple. Canada got a couple guys. That's all I'm saying. Look, I'm very crucial of this men's national team. Not only because I'm a diehard women's national team fan, but I'm just like, look, man, I'm very critical of a country of 360 million who can't routinely find 11 dudes that can kick a ball.
I think if they qualify for the 2022 World Cup, they will get out of the group stage.
Why are we a nation that worries about qualification? Can I talk about that for a second? How is a nation of 360 million?
Man.
How is a nation of 360 million who has the greatest athletic facilities on the planet Earth? We have every biome that the Earth has to offer us. So no matter what you want to do, America has something to offer you. And we can't find 11 dudes who can kick a ball better than Trinidad and Tobago?
All right, we're getting long on this one.
Yeah, actually, 57 minutes is pretty long. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Half of that's going to be cut by Devin anyway.
Yeah. All right, let's try to put a bow on this real quick. Champions League.
Devin, close your ears.
Our beloved Salzburg they got crushed 6-2. But did you guys see? It was 2-2 until the 76th minute or so. They were in it, and then Bayern just opened up the floodgates on that. So our Salzburg supporter group, man, took a hit there. Luckily, that wasn't on any TV I could find. I had to look at it on. It wasn't on Telemundo for me.
It's on the old CBS All Access. And by the way, CBS All Access. Have you seen the Golazo show? Have you guys watched that?
No, I haven't.
Where
I
it's
haven't
like
gotten
the whip around.
No.
It is. I actually very much enjoy it. It's a red zone for Champions League, and it's pretty cool.
So it's worth the subscription because I've been hemming and hawing on that one. Because
personally, I do not have a team in Champions League that I follow.
Oh, really?
So I've been watching the Golazo show, and it's actually pretty cool. You get it's the whole red zone thing.
Can you send me your credentials? I'm trying to watch Star Trek Discovery.
I got you.
Thank you, my guy.
And speaking of teams in Champions League, Chelsea was taking care of some business.
We do what we do, baby.
Yeah. That's right, man. And then apparently Man U and PSG, not so much.
They don't do what we do, baby.
No, they do not. But, Devin, do we have anything else that we need to clean up, catch up, talk about?
I don't think so.
Or are we letting Adams whisper sweet nothings to the listeners out there?
All right, so we've been at this for 43 episodes. So I need Devin to up the production value here a little bit because there has to be a smooth jazz bass line behind this. I know there's not going to be, but I'm going to pretend that there is.
All right, I am inserting a smooth jazz
rootin'. Is that a Baz rootin'? Anyway.
It's going in right here.
Hi. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. Just wanted to say we appreciate you appreciating the product that we're putting out here. And we would love if you could, do a little like and subscribe. Give us a little 5 stars, little comments here and there. It'll make us really, really happy. And hey, you can subscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe. All those numbers count. We appreciate this, and catch us on any social media network or platform that you get your podcasts.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. This was episode Randy Wolf, number 43 in the books. And
Wolfpack.
hey, Adam, I will see you on Sunday. Devin, we'll text you something, you know?
I'll be there in spirit.
As the
All
great
right, guys.
as the great defender of Wakanda once said, "Get this man a shield."
Everybody, thank you very much. And remember, wash your hands.
Sexy season.